Bubble Busters!
I'm Midoriko. I've had an uneventful life since I was a kid, but was somehow lucky enough to have found my soulmate and got married to him. My partner, Kenichi, is such a nice, well-put-together person. I feel like I don't deserve someone like him. On the big day, I wore the wedding dress I got from my mother. I got many compliments on the dress from my friends and family. The design is simple and classic, but the truth is, something disastrous happened after the wedding. I can't believe it! My wedding dress is gone! The wedding dress I had just worn the day before was gone without a trace. I had planned on storing the dress after sending it out to the cleaners, but it had disappeared suddenly. Midoriko, what happened? My wedding dress is gone. Mom, do you know where it is? Could it have been a robber?
Did something happen?
It's a disaster. I was robbed.
Robbed? Did someone steal your heart?
Yes, the heart robber. As if. The wedding dress has gone missing.
That's awful! We need to report this to the police right away. Check to see if anything else was stolen.
My mother and I checked around to see if anything else was stolen, but all our cash and valuables were left untouched. Only the wedding dress was stolen. It looks like only the wedding dress is missing. Just what is going on here? I feel uneasy. That dress was passed down from my mom to me, and I was hoping to pass it down to my future daughter one day. This is awful. In the end, we couldn't find the wedding dress. After a while, my little brother, Taku, got married too. It turns out that he had gotten engaged around the same time as I did. His fiancée is Yuki, and to be honest, we don't get along well. She's selfish and bratty and has a bad attitude, even when staying at her in-laws' house. I mean, I don't get along well with my brother, Taku, either, so there's no way I'd get along with his fiancée. My dad passed away years ago, so it's just my mom living at my childhood home. Takao and Yuki planned on living at my childhood home after they got married, but
Yuki can do the chores and she'll look after you when you get old. You'd be better off living with us.
that's what Takao always says, but I just can't imagine his thoughtless fiancé doing that much around the house. I think they just want my mom to live with them as their maid. As if I would let that happen. Even by the time it was Takao's wedding day, we still hadn't found my dress.
Please join me in welcoming the bride and groom.
Oh my god! I shouted without realizing it. Standing there was Yuki in my stolen wedding dress. Mom, look! Why is she wearing that dress? If you look closely, it looks a little different from before, but I'm pretty sure that's your dress, right, Mom? When I said it looks different, I mean that the dress itself is definitely my mother's dress, but now it has pearls and sparkles all over it. What is all that? It looks like it was done by an amateur. My mother's beautiful dress was now cheap and gaudy. My wedding dress! We would never have guessed that my sister-in-law would be wearing the stolen dress. My mother and I were uneasy all throughout the ceremony. After the ceremony, it was time for the reception. What should we do? Should we say something?
Sister-in-law?
Yuki, that dress.
What do you think? Don't you think it suits me better than when you wore it? Mine is a little fancier than yours was, though.
Suits you better? Why, you...
It's a waste for such a beautiful dress to be worn by such an ugly girl like you, sister.
I'm not ugly. I'm just below average.
I think the uniform at a ramen stand suits you better, sister.
Ah, yes, working at a ramen stand. No, I'm not a ramen chef. Yuki, isn't the dress you're wearing the one I gave to Midoriko?
Her wedding is already over, so it's not like she needs it anymore. That's why I took it. It was a little boring, so I fixed it.
So you were the thief.
What do you mean, thief? Stop being dramatic. We just brought something from Mom's house home with us.
Takao, were you the one who took it? The truth is, Yuki seemed like she wanted to wear it for a long time now. She kept bothering us to let her have it. To be honest, I think she just wanted to save money and not have to buy a new dress. My mother refused to let her have it and asked Yuki to get her own dress. I didn't like Yuki much either, so I didn't want her wearing our beloved wedding dress. I thought she gave up after we flat out told her no. I would never have guessed that she would steal the dress and wear it at her wedding. She's crazy. Are you crazy? You'd go as far as stealing the dress and then wearing it right in front of us?
Stealing? Isn't it Mom's dress? I'm family too, so I have a right to the dress, just like you do. What's wrong with us using it? It's not like you had any use for it anymore anyways.
Even if you thought we wouldn't use it anymore, you should have just asked us directly if you could borrow it.
We did ask you, and you said no.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's okay to steal it behind our backs. Takao and Yuki didn't feel bad at all about stealing the dress. They went back to their seats and continued with the reception. At the reception, Takao and Yuki's friends were drinking and partying a lot. They were being so rowdy.
Ah, crap! I spilled some alcohol!
Takao's friends spilled some champagne on my mother's wedding dress.
My bad. I got your dress all dirty.
It's okay. It's not like I'd wear it anymore anyways.
That's my girl! Such a big heart! You're the best!
Who are you calling big?
How awful. They don't even care that they ruined the dress. I can't believe Takao, of all people, would steal our beloved wedding dress. On top of that, he didn't even bat an eye when the dress got dirty. Has he no shame? I already didn't like the two of them before, but now I hate them even more. I can't forgive them.
Troublebuster.
Hey Mom, I need to tell you something. Yes, what is it? I whispered something to my mother. To that she replied, go ahead and do it. With my mother on my side, I decided to carry out my plan. The reception had a speech portion for speeches from friends and family.
All right, looks like I'm up.
As the sister of the groom, I was supposed to give a congratulatory speech. I wanted to congratulate Yuki and my brother Takao on getting married. Yuki, your dress is so beautiful. The truth is, this dress is originally my mother's. The other day, my mother handed this dress down to me, and I wore it at my wedding.
Today isn't about your wedding. Are you just trying to brag or something?
I ignored Takao's heckling and kept going with my speech. I wanted my future daughter to wear this dress one day as well. I planned on safekeeping the dress until that day, but the other day, my dress was stolen. The reception hall was abuzz with murmurs.
Hey! What are you going on about?
My mother and I told Yuki we wouldn't lend her the dress. Today, we saw Yuki wearing the dress that was recently stolen.
Stolen? What are you saying? My mother-in-law gave me this dress.
The reception hall grew more and more restless after hearing my accusation. How does it feel to have a wedding in a stolen dress? You thieving newlyweds.
You! How dare you ruin our wedding! Get out, you bitch!
That's right. You're just jealous that it looks better on me than it did on you. You're so petty.
I don't mind leaving. I don't care about your wedding anymore anyways. But my husband still has his speech to give. So just listen to his speech before we go. My husband, Kenichi, approached Takao and Yuki.
I'm taking you under arrest on account of larceny. What?
The truth is, Kenichi is a police officer. Earlier, Kenichi told me that it's still a crime even if it's a theft within the family. We could have revealed everything after the reception, but we wanted to get revenge on them. We were going to arrest them anyways, so why not now?
Are you kidding me? Why are we getting arrested over a little dress?
We just inherited my mother's dress! Larceny! Stop messing around!
I never said you could have the dress. In the end, Takao and Yuki were arrested at the reception for stealing the wedding dress. I bet they never expected their once-in-a-lifetime big moment would be ruined by their own crime. I'm sure it's a moment they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
If you file a report, your brother and sister-in-law will have a criminal record. Are you sure you're okay with that?
The truth is, I felt no sympathy for Takao and Yuki. Yes, I'm okay with it. Please arrest them. Takao foolishly thought we would go easy on him just because he's family. He is truly an idiot among idiots. I want him and Yuki to learn the hard way that their actions have consequences. Actually, to be honest, I just didn't really care that my brother and sister-in-law would get a criminal record. Based on this incident alone, Takao and Yuki were disowned by my mother. They were never invited to family gatherings ever again. Look, Mom, the dress is back to normal. Oh, thank goodness. This dress is so important to me. I brought the dress that had been remodeled and dirtied by Yuki into a special repair shop. They were able to fix the dress and change it back to normal. Of course, I had Takao and Yuki pay for the repair fees and cleaning fees in full. And what's more, my mother, who was supposed to originally live with Takao and Yuki, moved in with me and my husband.
We'd be worried about you if you lived alone. If anything were to happen, we'll be here to help you.
Thank you, Kenichi. I'm counting on you. My mom seemed happy to be free from having to live with the bratty Takao and Yuki. Take care of your health and live a long, happy life, Mom. I want you to be able to see my future daughter wear our wedding dress one day, too. I would never have expected the dress to get stolen. But we were able to cut off toxic people because of it, so I guess it was worth it in the end. I hope my mother, Kenichi, and I can live happily together from now on.
Troublebusters.